Hey, it's Donna Guest, Creative Memories Advisor and Lazy Scrapbooker. Today I want to show you how to make this very easy and really cool Argyle border. Here are all the items that you'll need to make the Argyle border. First, your Creative Memories 12-inch trimmer. Next, you'll need 2 or 3 sheets of double-sided designer paper. I'm using the Creative Memories Boho Escape collection. We'll see how that turns out. I like the double-sided paper, which all of ours are, because you're going to have more patterns to choose from. Next, you'll need 1 piece of cardstock, or a partial piece, we're not going to use the whole thing, that complements the collection that you're using. I always look to see what Creative Memories recommends as the matching cardstock for our different collections, and dark green here is one of the 5 that goes with Boho Escape. Next, you're going to need a piece of cardboard. Now, this one's a freebie that probably came in your pack of pages you ordered, or possibly cardstock. So you've probably got some of this lying around, but we're going to use a piece of this, up to half of the piece. You'll also need the Creative Memories Custom Cutting System mat. I recommend our current mat that's 13 by 13 because it has all of these angles on the mat. If you don't have this mat, but you have something that has the angles, that's going to work well for you. You'll also need a tape runner, and I recommend Creative Memories Repositionable. That's the one with the green cartridge. That's going to let you move those diamonds around if you don't put them in the right place on the first try, and I can promise you we're not going to put them in the right place on the first try. You're going to need the multi-tool, the Creative Memories multi-tool. This is perfect for when you do need to move a diamond to a different place. You'll need a pencil. I'm using our photo labeling pencil, which is fine. And finally, you're going to need washi tape. Now, this is something that we don't sell. We've had it as a promotion here and there. But if you're watching this video, you probably have 2 or 3 rolls of washi tape lying around at your house. So if not, though, you can go to any craft store and pick this up. It's just a good low-tack tape that's easily removable, and it will serve our purpose. To make those perfect diamonds in the Argyle border, I'm going to use this trick that I learned from my scrapbooking friend and Creative Memories upline, Nicole, and it's to create a template out of the cardboard to use to cut these. And here's how we do it. Take the cardboard you have, and you're going to cut about 4 to 5 inches by 12. And yes, your trimmer will do this. It may take 2 little cuts back and forth, but it will totally work. So now I have a long piece here. So what I'm going to do is cut it at an angle next, because we're going to make something that looks like this. I'm going to show you how to create this little template that you can use to make your own diamonds. So we're going to use our cardboard that we just trimmed to 4 to 5 inches, and I'm going to line it up here. So I'm going to put a mark with my pencil down here at the center. Notice I have it lined up on this line. I'm going to put a mark at the center, and then I'm going to put a mark up here at the 30-degree line. Next, we're going to use our trimmer. And using the cutting line that's right here and using those wonderful sight lines, I try to mention those in every video I do when you're using the trimmer because they're hidden. Sometimes they're usually tucked up there and not everyone knows they're there. So they're such a great feature. But we're going to line up the 2 marks that we did. One here and one here. And I'm going to use that sight line to make sure they're going right down the middle. Perfect. And now we've trimmed that. And as you can see, I've duplicated what we have over here. Now, this one's a more narrow width. That doesn't matter. What we're looking for is the angle here. And I'm going to write up here, put this at the top, 30 degrees. Okay, the reason I say that, because if you flip it over this way, you can have one that's a 60-degree angle. First, we're going to cut several diamonds, and here's how to do that. Using the template that we created, we're going to attach it to our trimmer, and this is where the washi tape comes in. So you want to make sure it's not in the way of your trimmer closing, so that's why I said less than 5 inches, so it'll fit perfectly right there. So I'm just going to use a couple of pieces, do one here at the top, but I'll also do one here at the bottom, and when I do that, I'm going to make sure I press it in tightly to keep that little ledge that it's creating that we're going to use. So next we're going to cut the paper that we're going to be using for the diamonds. All we need is 3 1-inch strips of paper. So we're going to cut one here. It's 1 inch by 12 inches. Okay, there's one. And I'm going to use a strip from all the pieces of paper that I have, all 3. There's 2. Okay, here are my 3 strips of paper. Now it's time to cut our paper. to make the diamonds. So I'm going to take one strip and line it up with this template. And the beauty of the washi tape is I don't have to hold this with my hand, and I'm going to get the same angle every single time because we have created this template. So first, and I see how it just moves along the template there, I'm going to cut off the edge so that I've got a straight cut on the end, and that's just trash there. Now, we're going to use the same width of our paper, which is 1 inch, and press this all the way towards the 1 inch mark right here. And there we go, we have a perfect diamond. Okay, I'll do it one more time before I speed this up. So, because our paper is 1 inch thick, we are going to push it up to the 1 inch mark and cut. That's the key. You cut at the length that is the same as your width, and it's working because of this angle that we cut of 30 degrees. Okay, now I have tons of perfect little diamonds to use. Now, when you select your papers, you're going to want to look at the pattern. I'm happy with all of these. They're going to look really good when they're in the diamond formation. The only one that I'm questioning is this pink one right here because it has the lines going crisscross, but I think it might still work. But stripes usually can be a little bit problematic for this design. Now we'll take our piece of cardstock and our repositionable tape runner and start attaching the diamonds. I'm lining them up right at the left edge for this example. When placing the second diamond below it, I left about 1/8 of an inch. You'll want to keep that 1/8 inch border between the diamonds as you continue to place them. There's really no rule to the pattern here. I'm just making sure that I don't put the same design next to itself. Next, you'll start letting some of the diamonds hang off the edge of the cardstock. That just ensures you'll have full coverage. I ended up a few diamonds short, so I'll cut one more strip and make a few more diamonds. And if you run into a pattern problem with the same design next to itself, just cut another strip of paper and make another diamond. Okay, we've got what looks like an Argyle pattern, and now it's time to trim this up. So that I'm on a level surface, I'm going to remove our template and the washi tape. And then we're going to trim this. Flip the cardstock over and trim from the back. It looks like a mess, but that helps you trim it properly. You'll want to line the edge of your cardstock up on the cutting line. Okay, we just trimmed off a bunch of excess diamonds. All right. I'm going to do it from the back again. I like doing it from the back here. It's just a little bit easier to see exactly where we're cutting. I'm getting these stuck to me. All right, and again, lining it up with that line. I can look at the sight line to double check myself. Okay. So we cleaned that up a bit. Looks really good. I like this. So now to make this a pretty narrow border, I'm going to cut right down the middle of these so that we have a uniform look. Again, use that great little sight line. There it is. It hides from you. I want it going right up the middle of those diamonds. Okay, and also make sure your paper's lined up perfectly. There we go. Wow, that looks fantastic. And here's our finished border. All I need to do is attach it to this page and it's ready for my photos and my journaling. I hope you found this border idea fun and easy. If you liked this video, be sure to hit like and/or subscribe to see more videos designed to help you complete beautiful albums quickly. Thanks for watching.